Hello everyone and welcome back to more Desolate Planet to the Crash Landing Inspired mod pack. I've done a little bit off camera. It's only been a few days in game. Oh, excuse me. I just done some digging up here. We've got a big stockpile of water right now. Nothing crazy. Just been doing the usual. A bunch of farming, sifting, and everything. Although we've ended up with a ton of resources here, and I've figured out a plan to build our... The first thing I want to do is a cobblestone generator, because having a constant supply of cobble... I put my sword in there. Having a constant supply of cobblestone will be very nice. It'll allow us to have constant lava, constant gravel and sand for sifting, allow us to progress a good bit. So, what I came up with is... The igneous extruder is very cheap. I was surprised. So what we need... Glass, easy. Piston, easy. Normal recipe. Redstone servo, very easy. The hard parts are the invar and the Constantin gear, which this stuff requires this blend, which is nickel and copper dust, which are both obtainable using a milling machine, or a millstone here, which then requires... andesite alloy and everything, you know how this goes, which requires iron nuggets, obtainable. In fact, we could make that right now, and andesite, which is 2 cobblestone and some kind of quartz. We have enough quartz for this. I sifted enough sand to make sure that happened. However, the problem is for the invar and everything, what we do need still is nickel, and we need a good bit of nickel. And the way we're gonna get the nickel is... Oh, that's not the one I want to do. If we look here, it's not letting me type. There we go. We can get the nickel ore chunk. Gonna craft into the ore, smelt into the ingot. There we go. You can get it from gravel using flint mesh, which we do have, or sand using flint mesh. I think. Yes. But we're gonna do the gravel one because it requires a bit less processing. So that means that we do need a good amount of cobblestone into gravel right now. And I thought about sifting a whole bunch more dust and crushing all the stones we got, but that was going very slow. So what I came up with was we're going to make a little cobblestone generator for now, temporarily. Very temporary. However, I couldn't break anything. So I found out you can make copper tool heads, which should be able to mine what we need to, without having to use... metal, or without having to melt it down. Although, is this a good handle? It's fast, but it's not necessarily durable. I think I prefer... Maybe I do prefer speed here. We're gonna see what else we can make the handle out of, I guess. Okay, can't make it out of stone. Tool handle, I think, is just like a full 1%. Or like full 100% across the board. Yeah, it has no real effect. What about bone meal as a handle? Makes it faster for melee. Less durable. Now if we did copper, this is a good bit of durability. But we get 10% mining speed, which is probably worth it, in my opinion. I think we do that. And then we'll make a copper or a wooden tool binding. Because just will help us save material later on and stuff. That's good. Put that away. Let's go ahead and make our pickaxe here. Bam, bam, bam. Why does that have armor piercing? Oh, that might just be unique to the pickaxe itself. Has armor pierce. Okay. There we go. Now this, because I was using my Maddock that's not able to break it, so that was unfortunate. But this should be enough. Alright, I should be able to place this in here. Hang out here. Please stop making me auto jump. This works. Good, good. Okay, really quick, I'm going to pick this up so we stop overheating. I'm going to go test in a creative world whether or not this can break a hopper, because if so, we have a hopper I would like to use. So I'm going to go test that, and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back, and we are, in fact, able to break a hopper with... That's not what I meant to do. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're just going to place it like that. This is very short-term temporary. Let me place that there. And now we just get... Yes, tons of cobblestone this way. And we're able to not overheat too much, which is good. Although I bet if we did, like... That's not causing it to flow backwards. There we go. Had to update it a little bit. Now we should be able to sit right here. There we go. Stay nice and cool. And get a bunch of cobblestone this way. So I'm going to sit here for a little while, break a whole bunch of this, get a bunch of cobblestone. And then I will be back momentarily. Alright, we're back, and we got a bunch of cobblestone here. We don't have enough dust for filling this hole back in. Look at that. It's like 2.5 stacks there. Oh, that's so good. Because that would have taken about a bajillion years to sift all of that. And now we're going to go ahead and use another thing that I learned. Well, not necessarily learned, but realized that was in this pack. Are compressed hammers. Which means instead of laying down all 100 some odd pieces of cobblestone we had there. Second here, we gotta make sure we always have dirt producing. You take a compressed hammer, and we can just smash down the compressed cobblestone. Makes it way faster to obtain what we need to this way. I also think I might upgrade our flint mesh that we have into iron mesh already. Because we have an okay amount of iron, and once we get this all set up, we can start, like, automating things, at least to some extent. And we'll just go ahead and crush this guy real quick. There we go. So, yeah, because we have a lot of even just this here. Oh, and I bet we could probably... Hey! Guy? Oh my god. Oh my god. That was terrifying. How did you get into my base? Oh. Because I'm an idiot and left the doors open. Great. Deserved, huh? Oh, hey, these trees are grown. We're gonna go ahead and harvest these. I'm trying to avoid spending as much time out in the sun now, so I'm really doing my best to not go after too many mob drops, because realistically, there isn't much that they'll drop that I really desire. Oh, cool, reinforced animatics, pretty solid. Essentially unbreaking. I also think I might not use water to create our bread anymore, and we might just outright craft 3 wheat into bread, because like, we have a decent amount here. But yeah, we have over a stack of wheat now. Okay, that's going good. I'm tempted to dig this place deeper at some point, just so I don't have to listen to all the stupid mobs out there either. They are very irritating. But in the meantime, let's put that away, put that away. That dirt. Oh, we're getting a lot of dirt here. How much iron do we have? 12? I mean, that's enough for 3 of the meshes at least. Nice. I mean, could we go straight to gold? It's look at the difference between the 3 tiers here, especially for the nickel. So we get 1.5 from flint. 6 in iron. Wow. 7.2. Okay, so iron's the better. I mean, not necessarily the best, but it's a big enough jump from flint that it's definitely worth doing, but then iron to gold isn't as big. 8.4, 9.6 on the netherite. You can enchant these, right? Yeah, efficiency and fortune. Cool. Is that one also iron? Oh, it didn't really look like it. Okay. Let's go see how much iron we have melted already. Wow, we're just gonna wait for one more, and that gives us... The limiting factor is now going to be flint, not iron. In terms of creating meshes. Right, because that's still string. Wow. Now, the thing is, we're not going to get any of the small stones anymore. But by the time this is done, that shouldn't matter. Oh, it was coal. Okay, for some reason that looked weird. It looked like a brick or something. But I'm going to go and sift through this. Oh, nice. We got our first piece. We need... I think we needed 6 andesite alloy. Oh, but, well, no, we're going to need a good amount of the nickel because we need... I think at least 3 ingots worth. We'll need at least 12 of the ore chunks. So this probably isn't going to be enough gravel, but... I mean, I guess if we get real lucky in this last set here, but... Oh, we got our first diamond. Cool. But if this isn't enough, then I'll go ahead and farm up some more cobblestone. It was fairly easy, so that's nice. But there's still a chance. Let's see. 5, alright. 6, we got half of it. We get lucky on the second half. That'll be plenty. 7. 8, yeah, come on. Come on, give me 2 doubles. Give me 2 out of this one. Then 2 out of this one. And then 2 out of this one. Then we need 2 out of this one. Then we need 3 out of this one. Okay, well, we'll have to get more, but that went... Wow, look at how much more we get now. Got tons of stuff out of that. That is incredible. Alright, that's awesome. Let's take this copper. And repair this guy up. Wow, that also repairs pretty efficiently. Nice. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and farm up a bunch more cobblestone here, so we will be right back when we have enough. Alright, we're back, and I've done a lot of mining here, so... yeah, needless to say, that should be enough cobblestone, and if it's not, well then, wow, we really are getting unlucky. Let's go ahead and fill this little pit in here. I forgot, I could just do this. Yeah, there we go. Unfortunately, I do have to break every single one of these little compressed blocks. There's no easy, fast way to get around that. Can you make double compressed, though? Nope. Oh, you use compressed cobblestone to make the compressed stone hammer. Good to know. Good to know. This, because we've got these 2 pieces to break down as well. We'll do those first, because it takes a long time, and it makes me feel better knowing I don't have to do that later. Man, I can't wait till we can start automating. I mean, we can kind of already start automating the dirt production. We just don't have any kind of automatic leaf collection system yet, which is certainly possible. I think we might even try to use, like, the Pneumaticraft drones for it. Because it would be between that and Create, and the problem I see with using Create is the leaves are going to be in different positions every time. But I think if we give a Pneumaticraft drone a pair of shears, it should work just fine at gathering leaves for us. And we can then just turn those leaves into dirt. And I also discovered that You can fill the camel pack with acceptable water. It doesn't have to be fully purified. So that means that water that comes out of the crucible from melting leaves is immediately available to drink. And while that's not the best thing ever, because it's very inefficient. I mean, I think I did, like, back of the napkin math, and it turned out that it was roughly, I think it's 8 dirt per water bottle if you, like, make it dirty water and then smelt it. But it's 10 dirt per bottle. Okay, what am I doing here? It's 10 dirt per bottle if you, what am I trying to say here? 10 dirt per bottle if first you... Or if you just melt it directly into the crucible. That's what I'm trying to say. There we go. Actually, how much flint do we have? Because we can start... Oh, we can upgrade all of these and make this go way faster. Yeah, let's just do that. And then I need to go grab the iron that's up here. Thankfully it's nighttime, so we're fine to be up here. In fact, it's actually apparently cold up here, which is weird. I don't know what's causing that. That's strange. There must be something up there that was making it cold. But hey, look at that. Now we can do this super fast. Oh, it's silver. Okay. Yeah, now we can just absolutely rip through. Oh, wow. That is incredible. There we go. I want to monitor how much nickel we get here. And actually, I'm going to pause. I'm not going to make you sit through this, although I think we have enough. So I'm going to go ahead and sift the rest of this, and I'll be right back when that's done. All right, we got 10 chunks of nickel there, so that's pretty awesome. Well, look at that. We have enough to make 1 diamond mesh if we wanted to. Okay, so first things first, we're going to go smelt this down. I think this is enough. Should be enough. I hope. Not me coping right now. Also, we're going to go ahead and repair this guy. And we're going to repair the Maddock. And while we're up here, we're going to harvest the trees. Man, we're almost to a full stack of dirt. That's awesome. Are we running out of water, or is it just that one of the weird values? No, okay, it's just a weird value. We're fine. Just going to leave this charcoal up here. Go ahead and break all of this. Get all these leaves. They're very important. Oh, yay, phantoms. That dude's huge. He's probably just on a spider, though. Alright, let's put all this stuff away. And actually, we're going to go ahead and make some bread the inefficient way. Because while sure it's inefficient, it saves on water. There we go. Water is very valuable still. Speaking of which, let's make another 15 bottles. We'll actually just do 16 because we're using charcoal and not wood. So multiples of 8 are better. Hopefully, in that meantime, our nickel is done. It is perfect. Oh, and this tree's done. More wood's never gonna hurt. More leaves is always good. Take that guy down. There we go. Come here, Phantom. I'll kill you. I don't mind. You're annoying and all, but it's still nighttime, so I'm more than happy to take you down. Come on, let's go. found the easiest way to kill them is to just get them trapped under this roof. There we go. Cool, another phantom membrane. What can we do with this in this mod pack? Anything special? Get more dragon scales, which I don't know what those do. Well, we can use it to craft a Elytro. Wow. Jet booster. That's it, huh? Oh, we can use it to make upgrades on boots. Okay, well, got 4 of it, so that's good. We're collecting some. So we need to make andesite alloy. Requires 2 andesite, 2 iron ingots. Andesite is that. Okay, so I think we only needed 4 of this stuff. So we needed 8 andesite, which means we need 4 quartz. That's what it was. 4 quartz, 8 cobblestone. I need to reset up the cobblestone thing. That's really annoying. Maybe not. We may be able to get away with it without having to. We're probably going to want to. But okay, so we did that. Also, we should now have this guy. Shaft and casing. Yeah, so for the casing... Oh, can this not strip a log? Has to be a stripped log, right? Yeah, okay. So then we do need to make... I'm gonna make a copper axe. Why not? We're about to start getting tons of copper. I think we'll just make the rest out of... we're not gonna have enough patterns, dang it. Let's just make a whole bunch. Also, don't forget, keep the dirt production going. Well, actually, you know what? While we're here, we need 2 hoppers to really make that do anything. Because you need 1 to put the leaves in and 1 to take the leaves out. There we go. Plenty of patterns. Let's make a tool handle. Let's make a tool binding. Put that away. Put these away. Create an axe. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, we got that. You make the shaft there. Bada bing, bada boom. He supports. That's awesome. Now the hand crank is one thing that we're gonna need, which is just 3 planks. Okay. That. Boom. Now we need the millstone. And we also are going to need a cogwheel, which requires another cogwheel. Okay. That's just regular stone, like smooth stone. Which we can do. Let's head up here real quick. I hate to be that inefficient with it, but oh well. In the meantime, let's go ahead and fill up the camel pack with a whole bunch of water. Cool, it doesn't let you overcraft it. That's awesome. Alright, well that's good. That's a huge amount of water for us. Now we can make the millstone. Put this guy there. We'll need some copper. We'll need some iron. I think we need 4 iron ingots. 2 copper. Let's look at the... we also need to make more iron. Because we're going to need to make a piston. Ugh, piston's going to require more cobblestone. And I don't have enough. I think we're like one piece away, too, which is really annoying. Oh, dang it. Whatever. Okay, so we need 4 ingots here. So yeah, we need 2 nickel. 1 crank. A hand crank. Well, there's the first one. Wow. Yeah, this is not efficient, but this is very temporary. There we go. 2 nickel dust. Now we need the 2 copper dust. Whoa, I just realized that is destroying our food and probably also our water. This is horrifically inefficient. Just giving me an idea, though. Hold on, how do we make the gear? Is it just... Okay, thank God. Not anything weird or dumb. Is the large cogwheel 1 shaft still and just 2? Yeah, okay. You know what? Put this guy away for now. We'll actually leave that there. Place this guy here. That there. Hopefully this will work. I hope it has the... Well, I don't know why we did that. There's nothing in there. Okay, so we got the blend that we need there. Invar is made in batches of 3. So yeah, we need 2 nickel and 4 iron. Hopefully this is a good bit quicker because... Yeah, look at that. That's done. Yeah, this is pretty awesome. And we can use the millstone to get more ore every time we need to make ore. A little inefficient, but it is doable. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and break all this for the moment. Put all this stuff away. And eat some food here. I'm gonna go check on our iron, and then I'm also gonna have to smelt up all this Invar. That just started, dang it. Okay, you know what? I am going to gather a bit more iron here. The stupid Maddock back. Gotta make it like this. Put that there. This goes here. Because I need to get enough stone for the piston, and then I need stone for pipes and stuff, so we do need, and then we're gonna need glass for things, so I'm gonna get like a small stockpile of this, at least just for now. Okay, how much? 15? Let's go for like 32. Well, let's get 18's good enough for me. Well, no. We'll go for 26 in there. And the reason I say 26 is because we break that, turns into 27. It's a multiple of 3, which means we'll be able to use the compressed hammer easier. Speaking of which, this thing's gonna break soon. Don't break it all, though. We actually shouldn't have broke that much. We're gonna also compress a batch of sand or gravel into sand. There we go. I made the mistake because I wanted to make another furnace, but I didn't because I'm a dummy. So that's annoying. Well, I guess we're just gonna wait for that to go. So What do you do in the meantime? First, I'm gonna put on some chapstick because my lips are chapped. I guess we'll harvest some crops. And this is something that we would like to stay on top of because it... Ooh, don't sprint, though. I guess we could also be composting beet seeds. Okay, put that in there. At some point, we could, like, try and line the entire moat in hoppers. But that sounds really expensive and not something I want to do right now. Yeah, we do need glass for this. Okay, that's what I thought. Let's go smelt up a whole bunch of glass. Glass. Who's out there? Hello, scope creeper. They can drop spy glasses, which is kind of interesting. You know, let's throw the Invar in there. Head back down here. Grab that guy. Make our gear. Need some redstone. I'm gonna go ahead and make our piston. Alright, we got this, this, and this. Means we need 2 glass, 4 Invar, and it's good. Oh, cool, that tree's done. Switch those out for now. Oh, I do keep both these on me. Nice. It's almost like I know what I'm doing sometimes. It's not often, but sometimes it is the case. Oh, that doesn't go in there. Just need 2 glass. Perfect. Alright, we can make the igneous extruder. Awesome. This is our first step into a bigger world of automation. Somebody is dying. And I don't feel bad about it. Where's my Maddox? It's in my inventory. Okay, cool. Now I'm gonna go ahead and repair all this stuff. Do that. Igneous extruder. Bam. Is that a quest anywhere? Well, what do we get for these? Turntable. Bunch more shafts there. Some wheat. Oh, right! We can actually... Okay, well, before we look into any of that, place that guy, place that guy, place that guy. There we go. It's now producing cobblestone. I do want to see if we were to, like, wall off that lava. No, it doesn't help at all. Okay. So we're just going to have to make sure that's far away from anything we do going forward. For now, I can hang out over here, nice and far away from things. But there we go. We now have infinite cobblestone. Not the fastest thing ever, but check that out. 32 already. Wow. It's beautiful. It's incredible. Throw that guy in there. Hopefully it doesn't have to use up a piece of charcoal. Please don't use charcoal. Please don't use charcoal. And bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, 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 bing. Dang it. Oh well. So be it. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our rewards for these. Not the turntable. That's not going to stack anywhere. So we can then turn this into wheat flour. Which... I guess we need to do bulk washing in order to get dough. Yeah, so it doesn't help too much right now, but in the future it means we're going to be able to make easily huge amounts of bread. But that is the first bit of automation done and running. I do have to make sure I'm pretty reliable about emptying it right now, because it has no storage buffer to it. Here we go. I'm gonna take this guy with us. Got 2 more buckets of lava. That tree just grew right in my face. That's cool. 2 more buckets of lava is pretty good. Just drop that all off there. Wait, 4 leaves anywhere? Nope, put those away. Alright, cool. So, the next thing that I want to do is make item conduit. It's pretty easy. Wait! I didn't realize you can... Oh, wow. You only need 1 ender pearl for that? Because we have an ender pearl. That's no issue. Conduit binder requires this stuff, which... clay, right? Clay is... It's not necessarily hard, it's just expensive, because it takes water. Although I'm sure if we just use 4... Yeah, so that means we also need 4 sand, which we don't have enough of, but... we can do... this. Actually, can we make a compressed iron blocks? That's too expensive. That's not happening. Gonna make that guy. Go and crush all this stuff down. Now you can sift the compressed stuff, which is tempting, but not necessarily something I'm keen on trying to do right now. Here we go. We don't need too much compressed sand here. Mostly because I don't have a good way of easily compressing it all right now. Now we will, don't get me wrong. We're absolutely going to make that easy. Okay, so we need binder, composite. That does not make a lot, actually. I'm not going to lie. But that's okay. I mean, our biggest, like, thing that's going to slow us down at this point is just going to be creating dust, which means I just need to... Really, I just need to automate the water production, which really isn't going to be too difficult. It's just going to require time with a crucible, really. Which my plan is to get a whole area of, like, crucible-ready stuff. Set up nice and far away from the main workstation. So it doesn't end up causing problems. Like, if I can just automate where I just drop leaves into something and then I get water, that would be awesome. Oh, right, this stuff is a 2-for-1 deal. I forgot that it's even more efficient that way. So yeah, we'll get a decent amount. Now, the other thing I want to check on is the magmatic dynamo. Oh, it's not craftable. You can only find it. Okay, well, what can lava be used in to generate power? Does it tell us? can also make a whole bunch of stuff. Whoa, there's an ender. That's cool. Okay, so doesn't seem like you can use it in many things to create power, but that's fine. Because what we really want to do right now is just this. There we go. Now it's just a ton of binder composite, and then we can get our conduit binder. That will allow us to start doing what we want to do. But this stuff's awesome. It'll allow us to create a... right, don't forget. Take that out while we can. Actually, I want to make a compacting drawer. Use limited barrels from sophisticated storage. Limited barrel. Ah, okay. So is there like a compacting drawer version of these? Well, I guess what's the recipe of these? 7 planks, a lever, and a slab, huh? It's easy enough. Go and do that right now. We'll just get the basic storage going for the moment. That guy there. Man, I love Ender IO cables. I miss these things so much. They're so good. They're so easy to use. Let that thing go. Alright, well there we go. That gives us infinite cobblestone production, which is going to make farming things, or like grinding, much better now. Also, I'm going to make a backpack. It's back and or belt. This is only back, but okay, 4 leather, 4 string. And was it a chest, I think? Typically a chest. Because now that we're starting to get things like, also, iron backpack takes what? So either a copper one and 4 iron ingots. We are going to make. Means we only need 1 copper ore, really, or copper ingot. Nice, more of this stuff. I don't have the iron ingots on me. We're actually going to save some of that to make fluid cables, because the next thing I want to work on is automated water. Or I guess semi-automated. Because it's still going to require the input of leaves, but it would then allow us to automatically output water. Without having to do the whole, like, dirt steps and everything in addition. We have iron ingots. We should still have some. I just don't... Oh, there we go. Yes, we need to do this. Bam. Eh, whatever. Just go ahead and make a bunch of it. Item conduit's very valuable. An iron backpack. We're gonna make a gold backpack as well. Just put the quartz away. And then we're also gonna make a gold watering can soon, I think. Although we might honestly just wait until we get diamond, because... Pick that out! There we go. I think we're better off smelting the gold for the moment. Because while the, what's it called? Also, let's put this in the belt slot, so we can put this in the back. And B, we're going to change off of create waypoint. B binds. Create waypoint instead of being B, be Y. And then over here, I think B should now be backpack. Perfect. That's small. Wow. Each upgrade just gives you one extra row. They nerfed it. Well, we're going to start keeping things in our inventory at all times. That being... I'm going to reload the shotgun. And that's one that we're going to keep in here alongside this guy. This guy, this guy. That's good. Oh, we're almost to a stack of dirt. That's awesome. I'm gonna go grab that copper ore, and then we're gonna make our golden backpack, and that's probably gonna be it for this episode, I think. And then in the meantime, I'm probably gonna break the rest of that we have to dig up. What's up with that lighting? I guess it's kind of weird shadows from the shaders, huh? And yes, I'm using shaders again. I love shaders. What of it, alright? Don't judge me. Okay, that one gave us 2 rows. Weird. Anyways, let's put all that away. And I think this is as good a place as any to end the episode. We spent kind of the entire episode on one project, but man, was it good to get a whole bunch of cobblestone. So probably in the meantime, I'm going to dig this whole area out and maybe move that further away into a corner somewhere. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. For now, I do want to thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.